all my dear friends and citizens of our state, ladies and gentlemen. At the very outset, I would like to take this opportunity to wish each and every one of us present out here and the citizens of our state on the 52nd anniversary of Statehood Day celebration today in 2024. On this auspicious occasion, I would like to remember our leaders and pay respect to them for the struggle that they went through in a peaceful manner so that we could get our own state of Meghalaya, so that we, the different tribes of the state of Meghalaya and all the citizens of Meghalaya could enjoy the freedom of having our own state and to be able to take forward our state, and also so that we could move and create our own destiny in whatever way we thought right for the people of our state. We remember those leaders, we remember their sacrifice, and we remember the peaceful process in which they had fought for our statehood. I also would like to take this opportunity to remember our late Prime Minister, Srimati Indira Gandhi ji, who had come to Shillong and announced the state on the full-fledged state on this particular day. I take this opportunity also to congratulate all the award winners whose names we have announced today. I also would like to congratulate the winners of the Governor's Police Medal, the CM's Police Medal, and all the other individuals who have received different awards today in recognition of the service that they have given to the state and to all the citizens of our state. And as mentioned earlier, that this is also a sense of motivation for others to strive and to continue to serve the people and the state in the most dedicated manner. So once again, I take this opportunity to congratulate all the award winners. Friends, at this time, it also gives me immense pleasure to inform and to announce officially that after 52 years of having our state, we finally have our state anthem, which has been approved by the cabinet. This is indeed a very, very important, and I should say a very memorable as well as a very emotional moment for all of us. For many years, there has been a process where we had tried to come up with the state anthem, and a lot of people have contributed to this, amongst them being a very, very talented person who is no longer with us, late Neil Nonkanri. We all know him as the person who had created the Shillong Chamber Choir. He is no longer with us. But today, his talent and his memory has been engraved in a way in eternity in terms of his talent and his music that has been used, and he is the one who has composed this particular anthem, and therefore though no longer with us, he will always remain with us for eternity, and we will always remember him and thank him for this beautiful state anthem that he has created. Apart from him, many other people have contributed towards making this particular state anthem, including our Art and Culture Minister, Mr. Paul Lingdo himself. I'd like to take this opportunity to really congratulate all the individuals, especially our Art and Culture Department, Frederick and his team, and all the other individuals who have contributed in terms of the lyrics, in terms of the music, to make this particular anthem, the state anthem, a reality today. We will be the 15th state or the 16th state in the country today to have our own state anthem, and it will be inaugurated or launched by our Honorable Governor right after the speech. And just to share with all of you, the anthem has 3 of the languages, which is English and the 2 associate languages of Khasi and Garo in it. And therefore, it is a message of unity and representation, and to tell the entire citizens of our state and the country as a whole that Meghalaya and its citizens are proud of who we are proud of our motherland, and are proud of our culture. Therefore, I once again take this opportunity to thank the department and all the individuals who were involved in making this particular anthem a possibility. I'm very happy also because it was only very recently that we had also finalized the state's logo or emblem, which, as you all know, we did not have. And hence we used to always just simply put Government of Meghalaya. But you can see on the, earlier on the screen it was there, if you can put it on the screen, that the state emblem and the state logo had also been put, which is on the left side. And you can see that the different elements of different cultures have been represented in the logo. A lot of people ask me, what is this logo? But you can see the 3 hills out there. You can see the monoliths out there. You can see the Garo drum out there. You could see the different ornaments of the different tribes out there. And therefore, this emblem was made with a lot of details in it. And if you actually look into it, you will see the different tribes, the different cultures. And similarly, like we have finalized this emblem and this logo of the state, today, as I said, it's a very happy moment for us that we have finally finalized the state anthem, which, as I said, will be launched right after the speech by our Honorable Governor. Friends, at this point in time, I would also like to remember the past leaders of our state, the past officials of our state. The state has come a long way in the last 52 years. And there could be a lot of people who may say good things, may say bad things. But it is always a journey when we move together. We will always face challenges and difficulties. But it is our unity and our commitment towards our state and the people which is what is important for us to remember. So therefore, at this point in time, it is very appropriate to remember the contributions of all individuals who have made and brought our state to where it is today. And therefore, I thank the past political leaders, the past bureaucrats, officials, different sections of society, our different citizens who in their own way have contributed and made Meghalaya what it is. In the last 6 years or 5.5 years since we have run this government, I also would like to inform you that we have worked very dedicatedly to take our state forward. Economically speaking, in the last 5 years, our expenditure in terms of the money that we spend has doubled in the last 5 years, where we used to spend about 9,000 crores in 2017-18. Today, in 2023-2024, we will be spending almost close to 21,000 crores in the financial year, which is more than double of what we used to spend 5 years back. And most of this expenditure that we're doing is going into capital expenditure, into infrastructure investment, and therefore we can get an idea of the kind of work that is taking place in the state in the last 5 to 6 years. To give you a small example, that in the last many years before 2018, 1,695 kilometers of PMGSY roads were constructed. But since 2018 till today, we have constructed over 2,526 kilometers of PMGSY roads, where there were only 70 villages that were connected before. Today, in the last 5 years, we have connected almost 600 new villages and habitations by road and by PMGSY work. In the last 5 years, all the block offices have been given a new block, sanction has been done, work has started, some even completed, and many will be completed very, very soon. In the last 5 years, all government LP schools, which had been lying in a very bad and dilapidated condition, all 2,500 government LP schools today are in the process of either getting a new building or getting completely renovated. All government secondary and higher secondary schools have been given a new building. All government colleges which did not have sufficient infrastructure have today been given infrastructure in the last 5 years. In the last 5 years, we have worked towards ensuring that farmers are given priority, that our women in our society are made economically more stronger. The youth of our state has been given a special focus and a special attention. Today, there are more processing plants that have been put up in the last 5 years than they were put up in the last 45 years put together. In the last 5 years alone itself, we have put up more processing plants. Almost every farmer today is part of a farmer-producer group. Almost one woman from every rural household today is part of a self-help group. We have more than 4.5 lakh women today who are working in a positive and in a productive way to support their family and add to the economic financials of their families through different means. The youth of our state today are getting opportunities like never before, whether it is through different programs for entrepreneurship, whether it is different programs for music, whether it is different programs for sports. Many people asked me that how come we only had 5th edition of Meghalaya Games in 52 years? Yes, my friends, it is quite strange. But you will be surprised to know that before 2018, only 2 games were held. And the last game before this, before 2018, was somewhere in 2004, 2005. Out of the last 5 games, 3 of them have happened in the last 5.5 years. And we have made it a point now that we will be rotating these games from different regions to region so that different infrastructures can be created for our youth. You all know that for the very first time in the history of our state, the Meghalaya Games was held in Tura. And also, it was a very historic moment because it was the Honorable President of India in her maiden visit to Meghalaya and the first visit by any president to Tura. She had come and inaugurated the 5th edition of the Meghalaya Games. I have been watching the games online, of course, because in the last 5 days, I've been very busy with many other programs, including the President's program and the Honorable Home Minister's program. And hence, I couldn't physically watch the games myself, but I saw all the games online, and I could see the kind of talent that our youth have. We just need to give them the right opportunity. Our government has been working towards that. The commitment is there, and I assure you that in the coming years, we will see that in terms of per capita density, in terms of different facilities for the youth in terms of sports, Meghalaya will be among the top states in terms of providing different facilities to our sports lovers and those who are into different kind of disciplines. Very soon, that is on the 23rd, like we had introduced and inaugurated the track and field project out here in Tura, you'll be happy to know that on 23rd, a similar track and field stadium is being inaugurated in Jente Hills region in Vaejer village. And it is a state-of-the-art track and field location, which again, as I said, is another testimony of our commitment to the youth of our state. And our target will be to ensure that these kind of track and field stadiums are there in every district headquarter in the years to come. My friends, I don't want to take much time. We have many more programs after this, but I also would like to mention today that after 52 years, because of the fact that we were having the closing of the Meghalaya Games today, that we felt it appropriate that we could celebrate the 52nd anniversary of the statehood here in Tura. It is for the first time in the history of the state that we are celebrating the official program in a different location apart from Shillong. And this itself is another historic moment for all of us, and especially for the citizens of Tura and the people of Garo Hills region, as it is another testimony and a very strong message of the unity that is there in our state. Once again, I take this opportunity to wish all of you on this very auspicious occasion, and once again would like to remind each and every one of you that we have to renew our commitment towards our state and towards our people. If Meghalaya has to move forward, if Meghalaya has to be in the top 10 states in the country, if Meghalaya has to be a shining example to the rest of the nation on how we can have inclusive and sustainable development, we need each and every citizen, all 38 lakh people of the state, to work with a renewed sense of commitment towards these causes. Government will do its part, but we must not forget that as citizens, we all have our roles and responsibilities to play. Whether it is about maintaining our assets that we make. It really pained me to see the other day that the track and field stadium that was constructed and made a few days back, was inaugurated a few days back, already some people have tried to go and damage it. I don't know why these kind of things happen, but remembering that these are all assets that belong to us. This is not a government's property. This is every athlete's property. This is every youth's property. It is every citizen's property. It is our duty to ensure that we take care of that. And similarly, as I said, we need to ensure that we renew our commitment. We work together as citizens and as people of Meghalaya to take our state forward so that we're able to achieve all those goals that have been set and put forward by the government. So friends, I once again would like to congratulate all the winners. I once again would like to thank the State Art and Culture Department for successfully completing the state anthem, and all the individuals who have really worked to make it a reality today. And once again would like to thank our Honorable Governor who has joined us online. He has not been keeping well in spite of his condition. He was very gracious to join us online. सर तुरा और मेघालय के सभी वासियों की तरफ से मैं आपको धन्यवाद कहना चाहता हूं कि आज आप इस प्रोग्राम में हमारे 52nd एनिवर्सरी जो है स्टेटहुड का, इस प्रोग्राम में आज आप हमारे साथ जुड़ पाए ऑनलाइन वीसी के थ्रू, और मैं इस दिन की सभी सिटीजन्स की तरफ से मैं आपको शुभकामनाएं देना चाहता हूं. Once again, I wish each and every one a very happy 52nd anniversary, and may God bless each and every one of us, and may God bless our beautiful state of Meghalaya. Kublai Shibun, Matela, and Jai Hind.